Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gracefield Shortline Railroad. Alright, so just another update on what I've been doing the last few days, the last week or so. I'm just trying to think how long it's been since I've had an update, but yeah, got a bit done. More scenery wise. We'll run through just some of the things I've done in the last few days, and then I'm just going to have a chat about a conversation that's going on thanks to a really good YouTube, which is I believe the Hartford Whaler, who has the New England Railroad channel. I will just suddenly drawn a blank on the exact name of his channel. I'll put that up on the screen during editing. And he just made some really good videos lately about the future of model railroading, and with all the technology and what have you we have today, what is changing and what seems to be more important for people. Sorry guys, that was my work phone that went off. It's actually a day off today and I didn't have that on silent. Yeah, so I really like this guy's channel, and he makes a lot of sense what he says, but we'll go over that once we've just gone through some new updates on this channel and give you some ideas of what I've got coming in the next couple of updates. So first thing you probably notice I've done is I've actually put some gravel down here in this front section, so that's more or less dry now. Rather happy how that come up. I've just got a touch up there. There's a screw showing. Actually, I've got to remove a screw from there, but I've got it fixed to the next module underneath now. So yeah, that's come up pretty well. I've added the finer colour powders in the front here. Haven't bothered so much here because there's going to be a small maintenance shed. I think it's a Rick's product, quite cheap, and actually probably better than what I could scratch build. I think about $29 New Zealand. So that's going to go in here. We'll put a light in it. Yeah, and that will sit there, because this track here is basically a storage track for a couple of locomotives. Down the track, when this layout gets fully extended to a U shape, or around the walls, and when I get into a new house, we'll probably have a much a bigger locomotive stabling area and maintenance, and probably a bigger maintenance shed, so that way I can keep all my locomotives. At the moment I've only got the three. My Southern Pacific SD40T tunnel locomotive, I've actually just recently sold. It was an 8-turn ready to roll. Since these ones are Genesis and that much heavier, and plus have the Tsunami 2 rather than the economy sound file, I had a few derailing issues with it, and also yeah, I didn't, because I'm modelling sort of early 2000s up to about 2010, the old Southern Pacific tunnel locomotive in the Southern Pacific grey didn't really work. So I've actually replaced that with a really cheaply priced Atlas second-hand U30C, which you're going to see in coming videos. At the moment it has a DCC chip from factory, but it does not have sound at the moment, but that's been added to the roster, and that's in CSX. So eventually the layout's going to be mainly run as a CSX layout, but I do like the Union Pacific as well, so a bit of modelling license here. So that's done. I've had these little mini skip bins for a while. I've just sort of placed them there for the time being. You might see that I've added ground scatter and actually fixed this building down. It's wired up. The light inside has to be hidden a little bit, and there's going to be some interior detail put in there. And of course this section down to the lead or the head shunt there has had yeah, a few weeds, bit of grass growing through the ballast there, and some static grass there. I've sort of filled in a section next to the track there. Come on, focus. Yes, more static grass there. Alright, so that's about what I've done in the last week and a half. Now, what is coming? So I've realised that without figures, there's no life to the layout, life to the scene. So as soon as you add some figures, either to the running boards of the locomotives, or in the scene near the buildings, it's kind of like you'd see a ghost town. So initially I've just bought some budget ones coming from China, but we'll as I can afford some better ones, we'll replace them with those. So yeah, so this guy's channel, I can't even remember his first name. Yeah, he talks about creating an immersive scene. So our railroads are more than just trains and locomotives and freight cars, you know. And I kind of agree, because a pet hate of mine is when people outside the hobby talk about you playing with your trains, or God forbid the expression, toy trains. As we know in the hobby, these are anything but toys. And I believe this hobby, which is so multifaceted, got so many cool aspects, from weathering the locomotives to DCC to electrical wiring, to lighting effects, to sound effects, to the prototypical operations, you name it. It's just got so much for everyone. But now we're blessed with living in this digital age that our 3D art can come to life with other electronic effects. So anything from having animations via the vehicles with headlights or flashing lights. Up here, for example, I found a really well priced billboard with lights, which is going to sit on top of the that industrial building there. I had some amber, badly painted amber LED globes when the Dulux building was on the original section of the layout, which has been dismantled now. I found some little flashing LEDs that I can actually put above those doors, which are actually amber. At the time I took a shortcut, which I shouldn't have done, and I just painted some clear LED 3mm LEDs, and they just didn't look right. So we're going to add some LEDs as warning lights above those doors, the outwards goods and the inwards goods. There. We're going to complete the scene interior here, hide the lights, add some exterior lighting, some lights on poles hopefully. If I have a crossing, I want to have proper crossing lights. I found a really cool product which I haven't installed yet, but I think it's Rick's products also do overpass sides. So they come in a kit of 4 that you can actually make your own base for the overpass, but then you have the sides of the bridge. So I've got to finish painting that. That's well and truly over weathered. Add those sides to it, repaint it, and add some road lines, and that will look a lot better there too. At the moment, this join was badly done. It even needs some rail joiners put on it, or a new piece of track put there. I'm just trying to my new Atlas, or second-hand Atlas U-boat loco struggles on that little section there. And I've also worked out that I picked up a 86-foot high-cube box car, really cheap, second-hand, and that bridge support needs to actually move back further due to the length of the box car. And I've also found, because initially I wasn't going to run anything over 60 foot, there's a bit of a corner there which I need to get my saw and just shave down, because it's sort of not hits there as it's going around the bend. I'll hopefully have an amber LED, flashing LED to go at either ends of the dump shed, where the cement powder is dumped into the grills in the track, and then sucked up this section here, and then put into the silos. So that would just be like a warning LED. And of course, yeah, I've got to add the backdrop to this section of layout. Till I actually move, I'm actually looking for a new place at the moment. I won't be building the next module, so at the moment the layout kind of ends at the end of the cement module, so I can't actually shunt or switch the cement siding at the moment. If things drag out, I might add a temporary section of wood just with a bit of lead track, so I can pull past these trees here and actually reverse into that siding. Alright, I've probably waffled on it a bit long for now, but having a blast, and hoping to make this the best HO layout I've ever built, operational layout I've ever built, and looking to use and try many new things and actually create a work of art. So even if trains aren't running, walk into the train room and just be immersed by the scenery, flashing lights, the ambience. I even like just having my locos on the track and listening to the radio sounds. And that's something you don't get from the economy sound and not ready to run. So, but yes, I'm not saying no. I do actually love the SD40s, Dash 2s, but I think I can only do them and they're ready to roll and not Genesis. So I may look at getting something from Scale Trains or a Kato, an older Kato model, or Atlas if they do them, you know, and then add sound if I need to. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I've got some more good stuff coming up very soon. Bye for now.